So the last 2 years, it seems like things have really catapulted for you.
Mm.
So how's life changed in the last 2 years?
Nah, man, there's no, well, I suppose community is everything, right? So being able to impact community is a big thing for me. The fact that we've done so many impactful things, whether that be going to a care home and playing music for the elders, and that was inspired by my gran who had dementia, all the way through to, interacting, playing music on the streets in different locations and showcasing talent. So to be able to have the opportunity to do this and be at the forefront of it is special.
Yeah, I see the money thing went viral the other day. You done a little interview, everyone picked it up. You kind of clarified a little bit more on that.
Yeah, look, I've always been pretty successful on TikTok. And I'm not the biggest earner. I'm far from. I'm
Okay.
probably like in the top 50, I don't know, maybe 20,000, maybe 50,000 in terms of
Yeah.
like the top earners. I don't earn as much as other people do, but that aside, I think it's important to have a bit of transparency in terms of the financials. And I think in the UK, there's such a reluctance to speak about earnings. And I don't think there should be any barriers. I think for me, it's inspiring. And if we can inspire other people to, push and try and achieve, I think that's important. And, it's just like my peers, on whether that be on TikTok or other streaming services, we have conversations. We say, look, like you've earned X, like how did you do it? And I
Yeah.
think sometimes the how is important. And it's not about, evil eye or saying why or whatever. It's about, all right, how can I aspire to achieve as well?
Yeah. But I feel like you don't over monetize your platform. Like the other day you said it's free to come on. Why do you
Yeah.
not, you could charge if you wanted to an up and coming artist a fee. Why do you not
Mm.
really, is money not the motivation for you at this point?
It never has been.
Yeah.
It never has been. I think for me, legacy is more impactful and being able
Yeah.
to change things. And I like to see people win, is the honest truth. So, look, I've been very lucky in terms of my TikTok community donating to keep me going. And because I've got that, my thing is I would rather rely on the sponsors and the brands as and when they surface
Yeah.
to kind of drive and power what I'm doing. And because things are so expensive for the artists, whether it be like production or, you got to get your beats done, you got to pay for artwork, you got to pay for distribution, you got to pay for promotion. If you can make it a free service, then why not? And fortunately, we're able to do that.
Yeah. How have the music industry dealt with you? Record labels, you have a lot of leverage, but you're something different. Do you have relationships with the labels and stuff? Do they ever approach you?
So the great thing is I have a great team,
Yeah.
and teamwork is everything. I've got a really supportive, great team around me, and they have all those conversations, and that just allows me to focus on the creativity and what I'm trying to deliver. So, yeah, my team do all of that. But look, we've got some great relationships with the labels, and long may that continue.
Who are some of the people you haven't seen on the platform yet? Is there a couple names that I need this guy? I remember Drake was one. He liked to Insta post of ours about you. You said we need to
Yeah,
get
yeah,
him on.
yeah.
Is there any other names that you're like, this would be a big one?
Now, obviously, like you got the big names, the Drakes of this world, Vibes Cartel be amazing. You got to look at J Balvin, like the
Yeah.
reggaeton space, because I like all genres of music. So for me, I want to see everyone on the platform and more than once. I spoke to Drake already, so that we've had a brief conversation at Wireless, and I think that is inevitable. That's going to happen at some point. It's just when it makes sense, and I don't like to force it on an artist. It's just when it makes sense for them, then they're welcome to come on.
How did that happen? The wireless link up?
Again, it's a team thing, bro. Listen,
Yeah.
I'll just know. I'll be like, all right, cool. This is the proposal. Do you want to do it? And for me, look, I didn't have the blessing this time around to bring artists to perform with me. It was simply just being a warm up DJ. So just prior to all the main action going on, I was there to warm up the crowd and then just be there in between sets. So, but for me, it was a great experience. Just being a part of it, getting to meet all the artists behind the scenes, going to go outside into the wild, as they call it, and speak to all the well wishers and those people watching the journey. So I'm just very grateful for every single opportunity that I get, however big or small it is. Like, I'm just grateful, man.
Yeah. I think you and Central C in particular have got a lot of interest from America. When the American rappers come over, they want to touch in with you as well. Is there plans for you to go more over to America and be in the flesh there like he's done?
Of course, we have to. For me, I see this as a global platform,
Yeah.
and not just going to America, but it's going to Colombia, to Brazil, Japan, where there's strong, a dancehall connection there, and go to Africa. So go to that continent and try and embrace the people and give them that opportunity. This is a global platform, man. So, and there's so many legs, there's so many things that we can do within different community spaces. I would say it's a very powerful movement right now.
Definitely, even the caliber of artists you're getting on right now are the best of the best in the scene.
All the bad things disappear. You're making me feel like maybe I am somebody. I can deal with the bad nights when I'm with my baby, yeah. When I'm with my baby, yeah. When I'm with my baby, yeah.
You're heavy on TikTok. YouTube you've been uploading on. Is there a lot of stuff that you have to clear with the labels in terms of like copyright? Because this is music that's obviously with a label as well. It's hard to just repost it. Are you struggling with some of the copyright issues, or you get stuff cleared pretty quickly now?
Nah, you know what? I don't even answer clearance, bro. I just post, and like 95% of my content on YouTube is copyright.
Yeah.
But like I said, I'm not chasing the money, so I'm not going to a label and saying, look, can you clear this? Not right now anyway. My thing is just, look, I just want to build, grow, post things, make moments, support the artists, and then hopefully whatever my blessings are going to be, they'll be my blessings, man. But remember, I'm not chasing money, so my thing is just, look, let's just post and just try and support the artists and community as best as we can.
Yeah, someone you made a little video on recently was Stormzy. Is that someone that inspired you in terms of giving back? I know he's done a lot for the community as well.
I look up to Stormzy as an artist because he hasn't forgotten his people. Croydon's got Murky, got the headquarters there. The guy's amazing, man. And if I could achieve 10% of what he's done for the community, I would die a very happy man. 100, look, 100. I think in terms of his community give backs, there's not many in the UK that I would say are visibly doing more than him and what he has done and what he's achieved. And for me, it's inspirational. And when I started doing my community give backs, he was certainly a reference point. I used to look towards him and think, you got HQ in your area. I'd love to have a HQ, not only in my area, but kind of dotted around. Okay, you're publishing books for people.
Yeah.
You put people through school that couldn't afford it, could never have afforded to have, done that. Like, for me, it's impressive, and, we respect people that give back, man.
To give context as well, when DJ AG did put up that message to Stormzy on his socials, Stormzy responded saying, "What a kind and uplifting message. This is really encouraging, bro, and it means more than you could imagine. Thank you so much, bro. I appreciate it. God bless you, AG, and I look forward to reciprocating the love in person."